Hey, welcome back. This is episode 57 of the Part-Time Players podcast. This is a video game podcast where this week, two pals discuss the week's video game news. My name is Reece Lagden. I am joined by the original OG Brad Reece. How you doing today, mate?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Just the originals on episode 57. So it's quite a bit of news this week. So
there is 7 news stories. There's some good ones, some good conversations. So stick around for those.
And I'll be talking about a little game called Metro Exodus. Yeah, it came out 3 years ago, but I've only just started playing it. So
did it come out 3 years? Was it last year? I thought it came out last year.
2019.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
is it
good? 2 years ago.
Because it was on the sale, right? It's like, if anybody hasn't got it, obviously we will listen to Brad's impressions because I haven't played it yet, but I think it's like £8 something.
£8.49. Yeah.
Absolute bargain. So
definitely.
I think the sale ends at some point in the next week, 2 weeks. So
sometime in August, isn't it? I think.
Yeah. So
and on last week's topic, we were talking about game, PS5 updates and should they be free or whatnot? Free update.
Out of the blue as well, isn't it? I like those stealth, them stealth drops. All of a sudden, there's just a game. It wasn't got an upgrade.
Yeah.
No mention of it. No marketing. I think I heard someone talk about on a podcast that I want to play Metro again because it's got a good upgrade. And I was like, okay, fair enough. And then
got that haptic. Got the adaptive triggers in there. And
really, I saw it got ray tracing as well. Does it look good?
Looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, I'll go over it later on. My impressions. So,
nice.
If anyone wants to pick it up, I think definitely it's $8.50 bargain.
Yeah, exactly. No, absolutely. In this day and age, anyway, when you're looking at £70 for a game, £8 is it's a steal.
Exactly.
You're stealing from them.
So, So you've moved down. You've moved back down south.
Yes, you can probably tell by my background. If anybody's watching.
Yeah.
No more
monkey.
No more monkey business. No.
Well, actually, it was chimpanzee, and they're actually apes, not monkeys. So.
Well, there you go. Correcting yourself there. You started a monkey joke, but moved down, as you can tell by my background. If you're watching us on YouTube, so go over to Part-Time Players Pod on our YouTube. Check this video and obviously like and subscribe as always. But been a very, very busy week, as you can imagine. Whenever you're moving, despite moving home temporary and then moving somewhere else. But it's been hectic the last couple of days. And then amongst all that, I also had an interview as well. And just a lot busy. So a lot going on.
I haven't been out of the house since last Sunday. So because
what happened?
Self-isolation. I had the virus. Well,
what virus? Some kind of virus?
The COVID-19, yeah.
I've never heard of it, mate. What is that?
No, it's like, for me, it was like having a bit of a cold. But
sure.
I got. I don't know if it was because I've been vaccinated.
Likely, maybe. At least you know they work. At least you know you got your money's worth.
Yeah, because I had it quite early on because of other health stuff. So I had that, and then I caught it. For me, it was just like having a cold or a really bad headache. Really bad, a little bit of a cough. Worst thing. Taste and smell
gone.
Gone, yeah.
Are they smell? I could do without smell. If I was going to lose one sense, it would be smell, right?
Yeah, it's a little bit weird, but like the taste is like starting to come back and the smell is starting to come back, but everything smells the same, and it's just this horrible like burnt smell.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that's not good. Push you for food, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah. It's not very nice, but it's.
I can still eat a Five Guys though if I can smell it or taste it. I'll just the texture alone.
Eating anything when you can't taste it is just it's quite depressing because you.
Absolutely.
I don't see the point. So I was just drinking water as well, so I was like, "There's no point really drinking anything else either," because it's just.
Yeah, really, you couldn't taste anything.
Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Kind of just like a switch. Yeah, just went. So
if I can taste, I don't know, little things like coffee and stuff. I feel like I would.
I was drinking black coffee because I don't drink black coffee usually, do I?
Okay, yeah.
So I was drinking black coffee, no sweeteners or anything. Nothing. So just hot water.
Down with it, yeah. Anything,
Yeah.
Fine, fair enough.
It's starting to come back now, so that's why I'm allowed to leave the house next week. So
nice. Yeah. Well, glad you are okay.
And did you think maybe me not being able to leave the house would mean I've been doing more gaming? No.
Because
I still had to work. So,
that's a shame. I was going to say, at least you played Metro. At least you played a different game other than Mass Effect, and hopefully for more than one day, which is certainly an increase for you.
I've been playing Metro for 3 days.
3 days in a row?
Well, yeah, I started Friday evening. Then I was playing yesterday afternoon for a few hours.
Almost a gamer, mate. Almost a gamer.
And
wow.
Then I was playing it before we started this. So, yeah.
Okay, wow.
But yeah, I'll talk about it later.
Well, very rare that I go a day without playing a game, you know, even if it's like for half an hour. I just like to pop on and do little bits.
And part-time players, aren't we? Well, I definitely am. So
yeah, you definitely are. Yeah. Very actual, filthy casual. But anyway, shall we go on to the news?
Yeah. So first news story is Sean Layden had an article. Sorry. It's about the console market hasn't grown in 10 years, but the games market overall has.
Yep.
And it's to do with mobile gaming. So he said, I won't read it out because people don't want me just rambling on. The former PlayStation exec and Streamline Media Group discussing gaming's third epoch. So we're just getting people into gaming world and spend more money. Layden tells us in an interview following an appointment to Streamline Media Group advisory board. He continues, with each console generation, the cost of games goes up 2 times. So PS4 games were 100 to 150. So it stands to reason that PS5 games, when they hit their stride, will be excess of 200 million. I don't think that's per game, because that's too much for me. I can't pay 200 million per game.
Things to make them, yeah.
Yeah, I just got it.
Yeah. I'm not paying 200 million, even for God of War.
Then they hit their stride, so which is very difficult for more than a handful of large players to compete in that space. So that kind of ties in what we talked about last week, doesn't it? Like,
yeah, it's good to hear from like he was ex-PlayStation executive and stuff. Obviously, he knows what it makes to make a game and stuff. He was there for so many years. It's kind of odd when he got sacked, to be fair. But yeah, go on. Sorry to cut you off there.
Yeah, so it says that we're having to pay more, but their cost of them developing obviously getting higher and higher. Yeah. But then I imagine their profits are getting higher and higher as well. So I haven't got the figures here, but something like God of War. So I reckon that would have been more towards 150 million end of the pricing. And I don't know if we just do a little Google to see how much it made. But yeah, you kind of get an insight into like the industry, you know, why
prices are going up and stuff, and inflation and stuff.
And I suppose this is kind of where indie games can kind of come in and take a chunk of the market, because, you know, people like, you know, if you don't want to or you can't afford to spend, you know, which is totally reasonable, spending over here anyway, upwards to 80 to 90 pound for a game. You know, and especially when it gets to like the holiday seasons, when there's so many, you know, big games coming out you want to buy it, people might start going more towards the indie sector.
Yeah.
How do you do you start buying? You know, you're Mr. Moneybags, so you can just buy whatever you want.
I think so.
You know, just would you going to start investing in more indie games, or?
I kind of don't really view, when I buy a game, I just buy a game whether or not it's indie or not. If I think it's good, it's good. I mean, it doesn't need to be a AAA big budget. I'm really looking forward to Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I'm a little bit gutted it's delayed. Spoiler for a new story later on. But that's not really indie. Although PlayStation are pushing that as indie, and because it's like their first ever game they've ever made, but it's a movie studio. Like, they make animated movies, and it's got like a budget of like 10 million, which is obviously not 100 million like a God of War, but it's still, you don't think of it as like I think of like an indie title, like a little, like, I mean, almost like 2D, very small budget, few people, a bit like I don't know, like a No Man's Sky almost. You know what I mean? It's like 4 or 5 of them in a studio, where this is a full on like movie studio that makes animated movies. But and you can tell by the graphics, it looks incredible, doesn't it? It looks stunning. But yeah, no, I can obviously see trends. I think a lot of indie titles, from what I've heard, is going over to Xbox. Xbox is obviously very much pushing it because of Game Pass and want obviously that library. And obviously, if you're an indie developer and you get that money up front from Microsoft, then why would you not take that rather than take the risk of obviously waiting for people to actually buy it? So it's kind of a win-win for both. So yeah, I can see this generation completely shifting away from PlayStation, especially with their strategy where it's like, we only want blockbusters. as to what they've said before. So yeah, I can see indie scene and Game Pass being huge this generation.
I'll shout out to another podcast I listen to, a Side Questing pod. They done a really good episode where they went into detail about like a lot of indie developers prefer Steam and Xbox. They just get so much more like what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word. Like a spotlight on them. Well, I can't. What's the word?
Okay, yeah.
Exposure. Sorry. Yeah. They get so much more exposure because PlayStation apparently you seem to make it really hard. Like you have to pay quite a large sum for if you want to be on the front page, and then obviously if you're a small studio trying to make money, you know potentially not going to make it back, or it's going to cut heavily into your profit. So
I've heard things like that. Apparently, like if you want your game on sale, you can't choose that. Sony picks what games go on sale and when.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's like, and they take a cut out of it as well. And it's like, wow, okay. And the PlayStation Store, like PlayStation 5 Store, although obviously stores and all the software is obviously going to get better over time, and we're at the beginning of the generation, but I think it's just the layout is. I struggle to find certain things that I want sometimes, which shouldn't be the case. If you want something, it should be there immediately. Exactly, bang, buy it. But I'm struggling to find even like silly things like Ghost of Tsushima, like the upgrade for the PS5 version. That's not on the store. It's just the PS4 version. Why is that? Yeah. Why are you waiting till the release date? All right, we can wait, but if you want people to pre-order it, put it there. Why is it not? It's a little bit, but you can buy the full price version for £70.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, they seem to. The way they do it, and like you said earlier on, they're just targeting big budget games. So is this their way of just kind of like putting people off? Like, look, you can come onto the store, but it's going to be hidden. And like, unless you know, like, you know, Hollow Knight, you could say, I suppose that regarded as an indie game.
Yeah, it is.
The only reason I found out
very good game as well.
It is, yeah, it's a brilliant game. The only reason I found out about that is because I heard about another podcast. You know, I would never have seen that at the front of the store. Maybe on, I don't know, maybe on Xbox or whatever, but definitely not on PlayStation.
Yeah.
So it's
our views of things are slightly different as well, because where we consume like gaming media, like we are, although obviously you're a little bit more casual in terms of how much you play games these days, but you listen to podcasts, you listen to gaming news. Obviously, we do this podcast, so we're very much the hardcore of like gaming. Like we know when games are coming out, we know the release dates, we know when things get delayed. The general public don't. They just like Call of Duty, FIFA,
Fortnite.
Never Gemma. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just those odd games that they know of, and we could name like a big title, that something that you must know, like maybe The Witcher now because of Netflix, or I don't know, Cyberpunk. It's like, oh, surely everybody knows about that. But I'm imagining if you said that to a lot of people, they'd be like, what's Cyberpunk?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So that's why it's on top of the list of sales. But yeah,
going back to God of War, apparently it's made God of War generated $500 million in revenue. Digital sales of 10 million plus units with a 40% digital split. Horizon Zero Dawn generated 400 million in revenue based on 8 million units sold globally.
Wow, that's decent.
Digital.
So, yeah, it's very good. Obviously, it sold well. It deserves to sell well because it was the best game, in my opinion, of PS4 generation. But seeing though, when we was talking about like the console market hasn't really grown, because that's obviously very deceiving. I would have assumed that it definitely has, because obviously how the consoles are selling this generation. I'm sure they are growing slightly, but I almost feel like gaming now, I'm pretty sure gaming is like the biggest medium in terms of entertainment, like surpassed TV, movies, music in terms
of,
but clearly that's all in mobile and PC, because they take the biggest chunk, like by far. Consoles is like a small skew, so it's like there's no wonder that Ubisoft are changing their market to go free to play and more mobile, and do you know what I mean? Because that's where the money is.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, the live service like route is where they're gonna.
Yeah, it's kind of like, do we spend 200 million on a new Splinter Cell, which people like you want, and we could make a profit. We could make like, I don't know, 300 to 400 million. But if we made like a smaller, like that Tom Clancy X Defiant, whatever it's called, that could cost us 100 million to make, and we could make up to 1 billion.
Yeah, to keep it going. Yeah, exactly.
Like when you're at the board of Ubisoft, you're like, well, we're making that version. I don't care if the fans don't like it. We're making that because we're going to make 10 times as money. So
they have to kind of juggle, because we're making that because we don't care what the fans want. But then if the fans, if it's just dead, then they're not going to make any money, are they? So
no, it's absolutely. I think that's the thing that. Sorry to cut you off there. I think that's the thing that EA's learned, because I think EA are starting to backtrack a little bit from their model. And obviously, they're still doing all their stuff, but seeing like Dead Space come back, and obviously they're putting a little bit more effort into obviously Mass Effect and Dragon Age, and it's more using like BioWare's actually an RPG studio again, and the single player game that Respawn has made for like Jedi Fallen Order and stuff. So they are starting to make those games again, but also the other titles. It's that balance of having that both worlds. So that's what they need.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's I would always have, like a lot of the PlayStation games are coming to PC, and obviously you've got Game Pass with PC. So it does kind of make sense to have, PC gaming. But for me, it's just always just been simplicity. I know I can buy a game for the console, put it in, and I'm playing. I don't have to worry about change, because I know me. If I had a gaming PC, gaming rig, then I know there'd be all the options for like different, like changing the settings and display, and I'll just probably just end up getting obsessed with that and actually not getting to play the game, because I'll just be like messing around with it so much. So yeah, for me, it's the ease and simplicity of the console. Just get it, play, done.
Nice.
Obviously not as simple as it used to be, because obviously now you have all the patches and it takes
it's so much easier than a PC though, isn't it, with all the drives and upgrading and building it yourself. Although I think you can get pretty good like custom built ones now.
I think it's becoming more and more accessible, especially the Steam Deck. Is it going to be it's going to change things, but for me, console gaming is going to, and this can kind of lead into our other story, skipping one, and we'll go back to that one. So they're saying that 10 million PlayStation 5s globally, so a new milestone. They're 10 million sold. So I don't know where that rates. I don't know how that compares with the PlayStation 4 at this time. Like
it's outdoing it. I'm pretty sure in the article it said it's the fastest selling console ever. I'm pretty sure, not just even in PlayStation. I think just ever any console.
So this makes PS5 the fastest selling console in the history of Sony Interactive Entertainment, and we couldn't be more excited about the amazing response of our fans. So it's pretty crazy thinking that last year when it launched, and when was it, like late July? They actually said it was going to come out in November, and with the price. I thought that was later than that. I think it was more like September, wasn't it? I think, because every week we was like, maybe next week we'll have a.
It might have been September.
I think it was like maybe a couple of months out, and
because I know they did an event in August, right? But did that not show the PS5? It was just like a state of play.
Yeah, I think it was state of play. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It was September. Right.
You're right. It was September.
And when you think like with stock issues, a global pandemic, a lot of people being like furloughed or just losing jobs, it's crazy that it's become the fastest selling machine. But then I suppose it could have worked in its favor. People like, well, we're indoors, stuck indoors. Let's jump in on this. So
it got, like you said, it's a very good segue from the last conversation, because it's like why are more people jumping into the PS5, and why is it selling so fast? And it's almost interesting also like to go into back a little bit into the other conversations, like why hasn't more people jumped in? Like if you like playing video games and you like playing on your mobile, why are you not jumping into a console? Like why are a lot of people hesitant? Is it because it's the difficulty? Like, because obviously we take it maybe for granted because we've always played with like a controller, but maybe that's a little bit daunting to some people, learning the controls and the dual sticks. I remember like giving it to like my dad or something, like when I was younger, like PS2, and he's like all over the place, like do you know what I mean? It's like actual learning curve to like you just pick up and play now. You don't even think about it. It's like natural, but maybe that's what scares some people.
If I did go PC gaming, I would have a controller. You know, I would.
Yeah, you wouldn't do keyboard and mouse. Yeah, see, that would be alien to us. Yeah, that's a little bit daunting. So, yes, it's probably the same thing. But yeah, wow, what an impressive number already.
Yeah, and then Xbox have said, Microsoft have said Xbox Series X and S are its fastest selling consoles ever again. So that's crazy when you think how well their 360 done. You know, like the Xbox One didn't have a very good start. It kind of picked up towards the end, a bit like the comparison to the PS3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Strong like end of
Yeah, no,
end
it's
of
good
their
that
generation.
Microsoft are actually competing this time because they just didn't at all last generation. But
Yeah,
it's interesting that they never gave figures. I think someone worked it out as well. They because they did the percentage, so they kind of estimated where it would be. And I believe they estimated that it's around 6.5 million.
Yeah, 6.5 million. So they saying that 6.5 million end of June 2021 compared to 5.7 million for the Xbox One and 5 million for the 360 in the same time frame. So
Interesting.
Obviously that is, like you said, that is just an estimate because Microsoft are refrained from actually releasing the figures. So that's a flex by Sony, just like that we know with more. So we just tell them the number, and then Microsoft's don't worry about it.
Yeah, that's why you always know when Sony does something good.
Yeah.
They just like to brag.
Yeah.
If they release the numbers, it hasn't done well because they always release numbers.
Yeah. I heard though, like this generation is like one of the best for like Japanese sales.
Okay.
Like people in Japan are really interested in the X and the S. So yeah.
They've really they've been trying to push like the marketing because obviously for obvious reasons, Sony's a Japanese and so is Nintendo. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think they like a lot of portable stuff as well. So I imagine the Switch is absolutely
massive.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think but the DS still has a big market out there. Like people
probably, maybe even that Vita and obviously a lot of mobile stuff like we mentioned is probably out there. So no.
But
it's
so they're both doing very well. I didn't go in on the S because I left it too late and all the promotions ended and I'm not going to spend £250 on it. So that's
I refrained from there. I was considering it and now I've kind of just backed off. I've kind of changed my mind. Just because I feel like, although obviously we're like, we want like new games or we want this game, that game, but I kind of feel like there's already loads of games.
Yeah.
And we even got more games coming out like this. Like I'm probably played like some games I probably would have skipped, like Far Cry I probably would have skipped. Yeah. Well, I'm probably going to get Far Cry now because it might be the biggest game in October that I would want to play. But there's stuff to play.
Yeah, no, I just kind of wanted to play Flight Simulator. So just set up a flight plan from
is it actually released now? Is it just the beta? I heard like some people got an invite to it, but is it actually fully released?
It's on
okay, cool.
XNS. So I could have done like a flight plan from here to pretend to go on holiday. I could have pretended I was going to Greece or Spain.
Can you fly anywhere in the world?
I think so. Yeah, you can do like I was watching a video. It was like they was doing one from like Melbourne to Japan. Just it's just
okay. Fair enough.
Cool. But,
no, that sounds cool. Yeah, no, there's something weird about simulators that don't sound fun, but when you do it, there's like some real satisfaction. You're just pretending to be a pilot or something. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd better do because you can do it for real time. So like London to Vegas is like 11 hours. Just sitting at your PC, just sitting at your console, whatever, for 11 hours. Just Yeah. Just be weird, but that looks pretty cool.
Cool.
I can't play it because I ain't got an X or an S, so it's my own fault. I should have done it when I could.
You have to take ashes from him. Sure, he doesn't play his X.
Yeah, I'll just go around and just take it.
Just take it,
Just take it by force.
By any means necessary.
And talking about PS5s, all blending. Lovely this week.
Absolutely.
Finally getting some news on when we're going to be able to update the internal SSD for the PS5s. So Sony recommends a well-lit room, screwdriver, and probably a flashlight. Now, when I read that, I saw flashlight, and I don't know if that talks more to me than anyone else. Yeah.
You read dark room, flashlight.
And I was thinking, what is that?
Yeah, and lube. What?
So to add a PS5 SSD. So it looks like support for the PlayStation 5 SSD expansion is finally coming. Sony has published a new support page on how to add an M.2 SSD to a PS5. Firmware which supports M.2 SSD is only available beta users right now, but will be enabled for everyone in upcoming systems update. So this is what they're saying. Rather hilariously, the instructions for installing a new SSD are rather cumbersome. The support page states before you begin, you'll need a well-lit room and a table to work on, a number 1 Phillips or crosshead screwdriver, a small flashlight. There are also 12 steps to install it, and you've got little diagrams here of what you need to do.
Can't you just take off the side panel and it's there, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, but I don't know. This.
I don't get why you need a screwdriver.
Kind of be plug and play. You know what I mean?
Do you have to screw the SSD in? Like, what's the screwdriver? I don't understand what the screwdriver is from. I probably just because you literally take off the side, whatever you want to call it, the panel on the side, and there's obviously the SSD slot, and you just clip it in, right?
Isn't there over? I think there's something over the SSD slot though, isn't there? I think maybe.
Oh, okay.
So a panel.
Yeah, maybe.
I've not taken my PlayStation apart. No, I just got it out of the box, plugged it in, and left it. It's got, thankfully, SSD manufacturers are starting to confirm products which are compatible with the PS5. As Seagate just did with the FireCuda 530. You can find a full list of compatible SSDs through this guide. So on Digital Foundry team. I also saw another YouTube video someone talking about you need to make sure, although like if the specs line up, that's fine, because obviously it needs to be a certain speed, but you need to make sure it will fit into that slot so that it's like the heatsink. You know, you need to make sure the heatsink isn't too big, otherwise it won't fit. Now, obviously, if you follow this guide, it should be. If you buy it, you can use it. Yeah,
I've seen a few that will fit with heatsink and stuff.
But you know, there's going to be a lot of knockoff people going to buy like some knockoff ones, and it's just
going to be like
fry it, or put it in, start smoking. You know, it's
So Western Digital, is it Western Digital?
WD are doing one. Yeah,
I saw their one. That was quite good.
You're gonna have WD, Seagate. I think they're the two biggest ones, isn't it? Really. So if you follow the guide, I didn't have one here. I think a 500 gig was like
500.
I think it was like between $60 and $80. I think what I saw.
500 megabytes. You mean?
Yes, sir. No, 500 gig. Yeah, I'm pretty
500
sure.
Gig. That's a lot.
I could be wrong. I think
you can get
500.
Sorry, I'm thinking of and then it's a terabyte, isn't it? Yeah. Don't know why. When you said 500, I was thinking like 500 terabytes. I was like, right.
500 terabytes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, 500 gig. Yeah, you're right. It's gig. Yeah.
Computing in it, I think. You can then put it in. I don't know if it'd just be easier to do something like what Xbox done. Just kind of said, this is it.
If they released their own version, that probably would have been easier. I guess they thought it would just open up to the market. Obviously, it's very expensive at the moment, but because they have opened it up, naturally, they'll just become cheaper over time because there'll just be so much availability. I think just because it's new, the prices are like, what, 200 for a terabyte I saw? Just under 200. So I'm just going to juggle for a bit. I don't, like we said, there's not a lot of games to play anyway. So
mine is.
You can have like 8 games on your console all times. Like, do you need more? Although I've got this weird thing where I want to expand so I can have more games available on it, but it's like, do I actually need more than 8? I don't. Do I? I don't think I do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on your internet speeds where you are, but I've generally had always good internet speed, so I can just, all right, I'm going to play this game fine. It might take a night to download, but the next day it's ready, so I can play the next day. Do you know what I mean? It's like make those choices and just delete things. But
I had to delete something to put Metro on. What was it? I can't remember what it was. But I had to delete one of them. It might have been Assassin's Creed. I think that bit of dust.
Okay.
But then I've got Mass Effect on it, and that's quite a big. That's quite a big. Chunky. That's taken.
Is it like 100?
Yeah.
Although sure it's different because you got disc. I take it you got a lot more room, right, than me.
I always had a lot more. What else have I got on there? I've got that. I've got Exodus, a Thieves Plague's Tale is still on there for some reason, but that's not very big.
Okay.
Still got Division 2 on there as well, because I keep thinking that we're going to go back to it one day. What else? I've got a few on there, but I can't. It's no. I don't think I've any major because I haven't really been playing a lot. So...
I've got big games. That's what I mean. I've got digital only.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you need to play Miles. Just play it.
Yeah,
but
Christmas.
No, Christmas. It's so good. You need to play it. I've got like big games. I've got MMO. Obviously, I've got Destiny. I've got Elder Scrolls Online. I've got Cyberpunk. I've got Avengers. I've got. I mean, like they're big games, and then I've still got like Final Fantasy 14 online as well. I've got that, so that's another MMO. What else have I got on there? I've just got those big MMOs. So That's why I've only got like, and I've still got like 6 or 7 games. So
yeah,
if I delete one of those, they're like 100 gig games. So
I can't.
yeah, it's certainly
Let me see if I can work out what I've.
And sometimes I think, should I just upgrade? But then if you're going to upgrade, you might as well upgrade to the terabyte rather than the 500 gig.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But 500 gig would probably be more than enough. Like if you just add that extra.
Yeah.
Like, do you?
Well, yeah, it says here 1 terabyte, sorry, is going to be around 200 quid. Yeah. So, and that's the WD SN 850. So, or the Seagate. Yeah. So
with heatsink,
WD,
So the one with heatsink.
218. And then the Seagate one is you're looking at 220. So there's not really a lot in it, but that's for a terabyte. So yeah, it's going to be expensive if you want to do it. No, sorry. The games I've got installed still Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Spider-Man, Division 2, Star Wars Republic Commander, Resident Evil 2, Mass Effect, Plague Tale, and Exodus.
Okay, you still got Star Wars on there.
Because I keep
haven't played it.
Play it. The one I had to delete. You know, the one that bit the bullet. One I had to delete for Exodus was Control.
Once again, what a great game! Very good game.
Bit the bullet. I might go back to it one day. I say that about a lot of stuff, though. To be fair.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, so you've got such a bad backlog. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, and you could.
And you want new games as well. It's like,
but I've started Mass Effect 1, finished it. Started Mass Effect 2, finished it.
Okay. Games you already played.
Games already played, yeah. Exodus, probably going to finish it. So, it's just the way.
I thought you meant just going back to old games. I found this website where it told you like what games got what upgrades and what they have. So I was just going through, seeing like PS4 games that got an upgrade, and I was like, I was kind of platinum hunting because I was thinking, well, it's like a kind of easy-ish game. I've got in my library, it's got a nice upgrade, 60 frames or whatever, 4K, and I can just play it through, get a nice plat. Infamous Second Son.
Oh, really?
4K, 60 frames. I was like, okay, I reckon I could platinum that if I went back.
And that's on the collection, isn't it, as well? Isn't it?
Exactly. I already had it in my library, but downloaded, sat on my PlayStation. Obviously, I've done a move-in, so I haven't had a chance to play it yet. But yeah, that's the one I downloaded. Batman Arkham Knight. Downloaded that. Although that has no upgrade and it looks terrible.
And it say easy platinum, you got to get like 100 hit combo.
Oh, and I feel like they had it in another one. I think I got that. The one that's going to get me, that's going to take time. It's not difficult, it's just time. It's the Riddler. I think the Riddler trophy in that was just egregious. I think it was like so many,
all them.
Like hundreds.
I think I got them all. And
I done
it on the hardest difficulty as well.
You did New Game Plus?
Yeah.
As a trophy? Okay.
I done it on like, whatever the hardest difficulty requirements was, I've done that. Because I thought it'd be harder than what it was. I say the hardest boss in Arkham Asylum is Poison Ivy. Like the Joker.
Are we talking about Asylum or Arkham Knight?
Oh, sorry. You're talking about Knight, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was talking about Asylum. Sorry.
Yeah. No, I've got all the Riddler stuff here. Yeah. Knight there's loads.
Yeah.
The
races you have to do. Some of the races are really tough, for the Riddler.
Is there races?
Like,
oh, yes. I remember. Yeah, they were. Yeah, I didn't like those.
If you put it in first person view, they're so easy. It's just, it just completely
that's a good tip. That's a good tip. I might continue. I don't know if I deleted it because I played it and I was like, wow, this looks rough in 30 frames because I'm so used to 60. And I don't think it was even 4K. I think it was like 1080p as well. So the resolution was low. And I played the beginning bit. I was like, wow, like the story and playing as Batman. I was like, wow, okay. And then it made me think we haven't really progressed in terms of like games and like gameplay other than the resolution and frames because the game as well how you play it is really good. Other than that, you got to press X to run, which is a little bit strange. I was like, wow, it's really cool. And then as soon as I got in the Batmobile and I just started doing the tanks, I was like, wow, this is so shit. I remember this now.
It ruined.
I was like, wow, why did Rocksteady do that? So bad. I just want to play as Batman. Just get me out of this car. And so
I think out of the trilogy of them, well, I know you had Origins as well, but it was made by someone else. The Rocksteady, Montreal, the Rocksteady. It's actually a good game. I really enjoyed Origins.
So underrated. It was good. I liked it. It was very good. I'm looking forward to what's it called?
Gotham Knights.
I was going to say Arkham Knights, but that's what we're talking about.
I think out of the trilogy, the Rocksteady one, I think Asylum was the best.
Ooh, City. Yeah. It's not even close.
Yeah, no, Asylum, I think. I know it was more linear, but it was just, I don't know.
Yeah, no, it was very good.
Yeah,
it's probably my second favorite, but City is slightly bigger. I like the story.
Yeah, more
it's up there with one of my favorite. It's probably up there with one of my favorite games of the time. Top 10, definitely.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking one of my top 10 favorite games of all time. It needs to be brought back. Jet Set Radio Future, Sega game. Like the original Jet Set was on.
I don't think I've ever played it.
The original Jet Set Radio was on the Dreamcast, and then they had Jet Set Radio Future, and it come out on the original Xbox. Oh god, it's so
two consoles I never owned, so that's why I haven't played it.
Cell shaded, like a game where you're on you're a little gang going around spray painting graffiti and saving. You got to save your friend.
Okay, I feel like I recognize that.
Good.
Yeah,
so good. My WhatsApp background is actually the guy from Jet Set. So I don't know if you can't really see, but yeah, just a little.
Oh, on your PlayStation, your avatar.
No, my avatar on PlayStation as well. Yeah, it's him. Yeah, but such a good game. Yeah, really good game. But need to bring that back. Need to do like a remaster of that and bring it onto the.
Oh yeah, I do rave it. Yeah.
So
okay.
Good. Such a good game, and it come boxed in with the Xbox when we got it. So that and Splinter Cell, the first two games we got on the Xbox. Amazing.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, it does look quite cool. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it probably is dead. What does Sega do outside Sonic? Nothing.
Yeah.
No. Yuzuka, they do those as well.
Yeah, but there you go. So looks like we'll be able to update our things. But like you say, if you can juggle, then just don't have to jump in. They'll go down. The prices will go down. They'll decrease. So
yeah, I'll wait till next year, see how it is, see what's going on with it. If it does, I think if it does, it does.
On to the PlayStation Plus games for August have been announced. Mixed bag. Some people, I think a lot of people actually are like, it's a bit shit. So we've got Hunters Arena Legends, Plants vs. Zombie, Battle for the Neighborville, and Tennis World Tour 2.
Sure.
I just don't think I want to play any of them, to be honest.
It's quite a weak month. It's by far the weakest month for over a year. They kind of done quite well. Obviously, it's our own personal takes. I'm sure there's someone out there that loves Plants vs. Zombies and a huge tennis fan. They're like, oh my God, what the greatest month ever.
Yeah.
But for me, and obviously for you, it's terrible.
I've played Plants vs. Zombies before on my phone.
I've never played on that. Never played.
I had one years ago, but well, Tennis World Tour, and we had to decide what game we was going to play for our. We said we were going to give one game a shot, so we decided Hunters, didn't we? But again, it doesn't look. I don't think even any of us really want to play it. So
absolutely not. Yeah,
I'm just looking for a thingy now. Little trailer for it.
Plants vs. Zombies?
No, Hunters Arena.
Oh yeah, I remember. It was from the State of Play. It was the one that it was like released before, but then they said it was coming to PS Plus, which obviously it is now. And I kind of said don't buy it because it'd be free. But yeah, it's that it's like a battle royale type thing, like you open world, but then as soon as you meet someone else, it turns into like an actual arena fighter.
Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, I don't think I want to play this either, to be honest.
So do I, but we did a little, like we said we would do a PS Plus game of the month. This month is a little bit rough. We did vote for this game, so I will download it. I will play it for as long as I can. How long did I do? I can't remember how long we played Plague Tale for.
50 minutes.
Yeah. This may be a new low. It might be 30 minutes, but I will download it. I will try it. And I will give my impressions.
Yeah. Okay.
Next week.
Ugh. Jeez.
Talking about PlayStation and obviously the update where we can get the SSD. I think they're changing like the trophies as well.
Oh, so yeah.
So they're like, which is so much better for us trophy hunters. And I think you can then pin up to 4 trophies on your screen, like if you're chasing them, so you don't have to go back.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
So they're listening. They know that people like us, saddos that like trophies, matter and they're actually doing things.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. Brilliant.
Yeah, no, that was really pretty cool.
Yeah.
Next news story is a Pokemon live action series in development at Netflix, written and produced by co-showrunner of Lucifer. So obviously Lucifer is based on DC comic. Reports say the series is aiming to replicate Detective Pikachu, a 2019 live action Pokemon movie starring Ryan Reynolds and Justin Smith. It was pretty good, actually. However, Netflix series is its own independent production. So I think they're going to go along the lines of looking like how the Pokemon looked in.
Sure.
I think live action Pokemon games can go. So I quite like Detective Pikachu, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
seeing what they would look like in real life.
Yeah.
Or
CGI,
they can just be like abominations. And you're like, this shouldn't be seen by people's eyes. So it's, I don't know, there is quite a lot of Pokemon on Netflix. It used to be more. Like I started watching the Kanto, like the first season of it in Kanto, like the Kanto League.
Still one there, right?
Yeah, only halfway. Like it doesn't go up to. I don't think it actually even goes up to the Pokemon League. So,
okay.
And I think that's the only one. And they got all like the new ones like Sun and Moon and all that, which I'm not interested in. Sure. I just wanted to watch the original one, like the Orange Islands and the Johto and that. But they're not all on there now, which is a bit disappointing. But yeah, you're into Pokemon? Do you like Pokemon?
Yeah. I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm into it. I can take it or leave it, if you know what I mean. Like I've never been. I kind of want to play the game. Like the only thing I'm kind of excited for in the world of Pokemon is that open world game that's coming at the beginning of next year. I want to play that. Yeah, Legends of Arceus. Arceus. Yeah. I can't wait to play that. I'm not going to watch this though. I'm not invested in it whatsoever. However, what I'm a little bit disappointed by, I don't know if they're still making it. They were going to make like Avatar, not the blue people, not James Cameron, but the Airbender. They were going to make it like a live action of like recreate like the first series of like Kang. And I was like, oh wow, this is going to be incredible. They brought back all the original creators and live action, high production. I was like, okay, because the movie was so bad. But if we can get something good out of it, it's such a cool franchise, I think, that needs a little bit of love. Yeah. But I think they had creative differences, and the creators in that have left the project. Oh, okay. So it's a little bit like, where does it leave this now? Yeah.
It's I've never seen the anime. I've only ever seen the film, the M. Night Shyamalan film. I thought, to be honest, it was all right.
Oh no, it's so bad. It's so bad. You want to watch the anime, and the anime is so good. And Korra, the second part.
The only anime I've ever watched is Pokemon and Attack on Titan. That's the only anime I've ever watched.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't think you would call Airbender like Avatar an anime because Nickelodeon. Yeah, it's more of a cartoon.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's just okay.
Yeah. And it's not written or it's nothing like an anime. It's completely different. But yeah,
Attack on Titan's good. Like again, they had the first season on Netflix. That's why I watched it. But then they never put any of the others up there. So I'm not going to go hunt for it because I don't care about that much. But
sure, yeah. Exclusive rights, I think, on Funimation or Crunchyroll and stuff like that. I think Crunchyroll is the one that had rights for that.
Oh, okay, yeah. But it's pretty good. So I'll watch. I quite like Pokemon. I'm going to get the Diamond and put one of the either the Diamond or Pearl remake. I haven't gone into Pokemon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I might get those as well.
I haven't gone into Unite. There's like an MMO kind of like a MOBA. Sorry, on the Switch at the moment, isn't there? Pokemon Unite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, what's that like?
I haven't played it, to be honest.
Has it been reviewed well? Is it?
Yeah, I think playing it all right. I've never really played any MOBA games, so the only thing drawing me into it would be the Pokemon. You know what I mean? And obviously, I've heard on other podcasts that it's quite a good game.
Sure.
If you like MOBAs.
Yeah.
But because I never played them, I don't know what it's going to be like. But yeah, maybe I'll give it a go. Download it on my Switch. It's not doing anything else. It's just kind of sitting in this dock.
Yeah. Is it free to download?
Let's have a look.
If it's free, I'll give it a little download as well. I won't buy it. But it's the same as although I said I'm not interested in the TV show. Obviously I've got Netflix, so if it's like just give it a go, give it a little watch.
Yeah.
Then I'll probably
free to play. Pokemon Unite is a free to play game that features microtransactions. So I know you can you can put real world money in there to get like Gengar or different type of Pokemon. But
what's it called?
Pokemon Unite.
Unite.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, maybe I'll give it a go on Switch.
Yeah, I'll dig out my Switch and I'll give that a go.
Yeah, sweet. Okay, well maybe next week we're better to talk about Pokemon Unite as well. 2 weeks after it's come out, and everyone's like, yeah. I look, Blastoise is coming into it as well. Pokemon Unite, Blastoise release date.
It's Metacritic score is 69.
Oh.
Yeah, well,
Sexy. Yeah.
User rated 4.4.
I'll give it. As I say, maybe if you're like into like League of Legends and that, you're gonna really enjoy it. If you like League of Legends and
I feel like all these games always start rough, don't they? They have to build content and expansions. Every MOBA, MMO, they're always a little bit rough at the beginning.
It seems like a lot of people are criticizing it as pay to win. So
Oh, there's pay to win. Okay,
yeah.
Fine. Yeah. You can just buy the best Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
get Gengar in there. But
cool.
yeah, I'll give it a go. See what it's like.
Yeah. Same.
Right. Next one. This is for you. I don't care about this because even though it was free to play this weekend, and you was like, Brad, download it and jump on and I'll play with you. And I was like, yeah.
I have been playing it as well.
I was like, yeah, I'll play it. And then you got a text the next day saying, I just don't.
I know. I was definitely cried.
I can't do it. Avengers War of Wakanda, August the 17th, and there's a war table on the 16th of August.
I know, which is like, why the day before? Like, show us like a little bit before. Like, at that point, I'm like, I don't care. I'll just play it.
You invest anyway. You're already going to get it. So yeah, it's just
it's free. So yeah. But
you're already going to play it. So,
but I want to know the details like sooner. If you're going to give me the details the day before, I might as well just wait for the day, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So if I was to buy Avengers, say I got a cheap disc copy, there's then all the updates again. Are they all free? So I can just all the other ones that are prior ones. Oh, okay. So that's pretty good, I suppose.
Yeah, all the characters, all the expansions. No, they're not expansions. The DLC story packs that they've added are all free. They're all included.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So you excited for this?
Absolutely, can't wait. It's fantastic. Yeah, I love the game.
Yeah,
brilliant.
5 other people going to be jumping on playing.
No, it's actually really popular. It's trending, which was kind of started a conversation like should it be free to play permanently? I think it's hit its highest ever, even like when the game launched at this moment in time, this weekend. It's like,
well, maybe that's why they've done it. Maybe they've started testing the water,
Yeah, absolutely. The game needs some life. There's the core of the game has always been good. It's just been a lack of content. So if Black Panther is going to add a lot of content. We're going to add about 8 hours of story, and I'm sure a lot of more replayable. And he's a new character to play as.
Yeah.
It's what they do next as well. It's like how frequently can you churn these things out? Is what's important for the game. But the game's fun. I like playing the game, and they've added like champion levels now. So although I'm level 50, and that was a problem. It's like, what have I got to do? I'm the highest level. I've got nothing else to do. But they've now added champion level, so you can keep adding those, and there's a whole nother like skill tree, which basically is more like stat based. So like +2 on your melee damage, range damage, critical chance, critical damage, and health and regen. I don't know. So it's like stat based improvements as your champions levels. And so I'd add in new armor pieces with different roles, and I've been trying to improve that because there's actual like hard content in the game now that you can only access at certain points. Like there's those Omega missions I can't beat. I've tried twice, and we failed at the boss. And my last one, everybody rage quit after like trying 3 times because this boss, he basically has like abilities. He's like a giant robot, and he has every single ability of every single Avenger. So he has a shield, he has a hammer, he can shoot like a laser beam like Iron Man, and he can go invisible. He's got like everybody's ability. He can like adapt.
It's kind of like the Avengers Super Scroll, where he's just
I think it's called an adaptoid, like a super adaptoid is what it's called. But he's tough. He one shots you if you go near him. If he throws the hammer, bang, you're dead. So it's good to have some challenging stuff and some mechanics in some of the other bosses, and trying to chase for like better gear, like rolls and stuff. And they started monetizing a lot better. Like they've started adding all the MCU stuff, which they should have added. I said from the beginning, like they've added like there's a few pieces for like Black Widow that I bought, and they've just introduced Thor's outfit from Endgame as well. Okay. So it's cool stuff. Like obviously people that play on those characters want it.
Because people love the MCU obviously, and they love Marvel in particular, generally. So yeah, they've got so much potential there to like all the different like costumes and that. Obviously making them charging you to pay. I don't know if they do because I don't know. Say something's wrong, but if you have to pay for every suit, like that was one of the good things about Spider-Man. You just unlock the suits on different suits, and obviously mainly
different type of game.
They've just I know, it's different kind of game, but like that's what I like. Although those mainly just for aesthetic purposes, but they just look cool. So
there's loads of armor or cosmetic outfits that you can unlock within the game. Like you can buy them with in-game currency, or you can do them by doing certain missions.
Yeah.
But once you've done all those, which I have for the characters that I've played as, the only ones that are left are the in-store ones.
Yeah.
And obviously makes sense for them to monetize because they need to make some kind of money if they're giving everything else free. So, I have no problems with them selling MCU outfits for money. I think that's what they should do, to be fair.
Look, if you want to do it and if you want to buy it, you can. If you don't, like me, I wouldn't,
Yeah, like Iron Man's suits, as you can imagine, there's loads. He's got like more outfits than anybody because obviously that's what Iron Man's about.
Like the original like comic Iron Man suit, where it's bulky. That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. You can all sorts of ones. Yeah, got the MCU one as well, which is really cool.
What was I going to say? What trophies do you need to get platinum on this? Because it's been out for nearly a year, is it now? Going last September, so nearly a year.
2 trophies.
What trophy do you need to platinum it?
I need to do 50 hive missions, which I must have done quite a few now, so I must be close.
Yeah.
And do 15 villain sectors, which once again is another type of mission, and I've done quite a few of those, so I must be close.
Oh, okay, so you're potentially going to platinum it soon.
Yeah, I could turn it on today, do 2 of those missions, and get the platinum, or I could take a week or it's a matter of time. I will get the platinum eventually. Yeah. They introduced another game mode that I played the other day. What I thought was really, really fun. It made me want to upgrade my other characters, and I think they call it a gauntlet. And it's like a hive mission where you have like layers of like you go up level, like a tower, like a hive tower, and each level you go up, it's harder enemies.
Yeah.
Except for in this, you can't res. Once you die, you're dead. And what you do, you have to choose another character. So like you start with like, I don't know, I started with Black Widow, and then if I died as Black Widow, I couldn't res her or be her again.
Yeah.
And then I had to pick like Iron Man, and then you go through the list of obviously characters that you got like a high enough level.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool because you can have like multiple. Like at one point we had like 3 Iron Men, and stuff. So no, it was quite cool. I quite like that mode. It was quite fun. Yeah. And then it was had like 4 different waves. So you had like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, and then once you got to stage 4, you got like some really good gear. It gave you like exotic armor pieces, like 2 pieces, and like it was good. It was fun, and we played as like we had the same. I was playing with the same 3 other people because it was like a team of 4. And we did each stage together, and it was good. It was good. But I only had 2 characters, and my Iron Man. I decided to play with him, and then I played as Iron Man. And on the final, like the 4th wave, like the 4th like round, I died right at the beginning, and so the rest of the time I just had to spectate. I just had to watch the entire thing. But I got all the loot at the end. Although it was a bit of a pain because I wanted to get the loot for Black Widow, but it gives you the loot of your last character you played as. And I didn't really want it as Black Iron Man because I don't main Iron Man anymore. So that was a bit like I kind of wish you could choose. Like, I think that should be a thing they had, but no, it's not there. But it's fun. It's really fun. It's a really fun mode.
They're putting these modes in. They're giving you free DLC, and it does.
Download it.
Do you
download
think?
Download it. Play it. Download it. Play it.
Do you think? But even if I download it now, I still have to. I don't have to pay after the weekend, won't I? So just.
It's still part of the weekend.
I'll go into CEX and see if I can get a disc copy cheap.
Yeah, are you gonna do it? You're not gonna play it. Don't tease me like that. You're not gonna play it. Like you're teasing me now. You're tempting that you're gonna play.
I'll send you. You'll log on.
I generally think you would have fun. I know you played the demo, the beta or whatever. And you played as Hulk, and Hulk was very good. I've never played as Hulk since that one mission. You don't have to play as in the game. He's not exactly a fun character to play as. I think you just need to do the story. I think you'll probably like the story. The story's quite good, and then you're just gonna get Kate Bishop expansion, which is quite cool because you get to play as her. She's really fun. She like teleports and stuff. And then you do the Hawkeye mission, and he's obviously Hawkeye. He's quite cool to play as, with all his bow and arrow skills and stuff. And just right on the doorstep next month, you now got Black Panther and a whole expansion.
And do you think they're going to be doing they're doing a war table? Do you think they're going to do the war table? Because I can't really see it. Like, it doesn't really make much sense for it to be for the Black Panther one. Do you think it's going to be, this is what's coming down the line? Maybe Spider-Man for the PS5 or PlayStation?
I hope so, but I doubt it. They have to tell us what's next, because we don't know what's next.
Keep it fresh,
We need to almost get a roadmap of Black Panther's expansion, or at least like almost year 1 or year 2, whatever they want to call it, of like what we're going to get over the next 12 months, and they need to give us that. Like, we're launching Black Panther tomorrow. This is what you'll get in. There's a deep dive of that, but here's a roadmap of what to expect after the launch of Black Panther. Like, is there new things added? Is there a raid? Like, when we get in the raid, when we get in the next character, what is the next mission? Do you know what I mean? Like, they need to tell us that, but I am not. Crystal Dynamics have proven in the past that they're not very reliable, things like that. So hopefully,
you can hope. And keeping on kind of topic for Marvel, and we got a release date for Hawkeye. The Disney Plus show is on the 24th of November. So pretty cool.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure when the next TV show was, but we now do. And got some movies coming out and TV shows. So it's good stuff for Marvel fans.
When's Thingy out? The What If? That's out soon, I think, isn't it? The
What If, is it?
What If series.
I thought it was like more near the end of the year. Was it soon? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. I thought I saw a trailer for it, but no, I haven't. I really gutted because I was meant to go to the cinema yesterday to see Suicide Squad. Obviously, I couldn't go because I have to isolate, and apparently that is really good. People have been
I saw the reviews. It's incredible, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm not honestly overly shocked because of his name, James Gunn. The director, obviously done Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff, and obviously he can certainly make a movie like this, so he's probably the perfect director to do this. I'm excited to watch it. I will watch it.
11th of August. What If?
Okay, nice.
Next week after.
We'll have a little watch of that.
Yeah, definitely. Right, is this a new? I think we should make this a new segment, weekly segment. Delay watch. So this is going to be all the
games. Might as well,
all games getting delayed. So, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits. 21st of September. That's been delayed to now. I don't know if I've seen. I remember seeing the trailer. I don't know if I'd go in on it or not.
I am. It's like £30 as well. So it's clearly going to be short. He looks very pretty. I'm just happy.
It's kind of like a Pikmin kind of game. You get like vibes, doesn't it? Like you get.
I know what you mean. Yeah, it gives me that. Maybe a little bit of Zelda. A little bit of I don't know. Yeah, it just looks.
Yeah, it reminds me. It reminds me of one of the original 360 launch games. I think it was launch game Cameo. Same kind of like art style, whatnot. I don't know if the plays the same. I never played Cameo, but and the bigger one for us is Horizon Horizon Forbidden West.
I made that mistake last week. I listened back to the podcast and I said Zero Dawn. Just that ingrained that's the name of the game rather than just Horizon.
Horizon Forbidden West has been still rumored, no official, to be 2022, but it's coming from multiple sources that it's been delayed.
And
as we had the state of play in May, and then they just said they didn't give a date or even a time frame, like not even like holiday 2021 or whatnot.
They previously did, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they previously said holiday 2021.
Okay, mate, but none the last one they didn't.
They didn't do in the state of play. They then did it on they tweeted that it's holiday 2021 is on track. Yeah.
Okay, but apparently it's rumored that it's not coming out till next year. So I imagine it'll be first. I'd say even could be second quarter. kind of like, I think the first game got released in like April because it initially got delayed, so you could,
which
see,
probably
like,
means God of War will be pushed even further back.
Yeah, I reckon we're going to get this about April, and I'd say God of War is going to be hopefully that fourth quarter, maybe. Yeah.
When did you say the first one came out? April as well.
It came out in
March?
April, yeah.
Was it March?
Or actually, yeah, it might have been March. And then
I think it was March.
God of War,
because it was around about Zelda, wasn't it? Switch and Zelda.
Yeah.
Like a few weeks within each other. I think it'll be March. It might be even like the date, like the same date, but like 4 or 5 years, since that launch. So
yeah,
I can see it being March.
I didn't get it till May. That's what it was. Yeah, I got it in May.
Okay.
But yeah, the God of War 2018 came out in April.
Okay.
Yeah, so 2018, the best year of gaming, in my opinion. That Red Dead and Spider-Man. So
God of War, yeah, absolutely, yeah, by far, yeah, probably my favorite year in gaming as well. 2022 could be up there though if everything works out as planned, because everything is being pushed to 2021. It's crazy that although obviously it might be not our big hype game because of we're not into the From Software games, but they're so popular now, aren't they? But to start this year with in January with Elden Ring, and then Pokemon in January, and then we're talking about what's coming out in February, and then Horizon, and maybe I don't know, other things that are coming out early like spring next year, like Horizon stuff. It's incredible. But yeah, no, I think they should take their time. Sony clearly and PlayStation do not need Horizon because they're selling more PlayStations than they can even make. So they're probably another reason why they're like, do we even need the exclusive at the moment? We can just wait. Like there's no, do you know what I mean? There's like, you want them games to make people buy them and to incentivize, but they don't need that incentivize because they're selling more than they can even make. So they're probably looking at the market thinking, we don't need to release anything. People are just buying them without no games. So yeah, let them take their time, probably save a little bit of money.
It'd be different if the PS5 wasn't backwards compatible. You know, if he was,
huge.
Yeah, I mean, that you'd just be sitting here like, I can play a few games. But whereas you could, I think all but 10. I think we listed them out last year, and there was a random games as well. They can all just be played on the PS5.
Yeah.
So
that's huge.
Makes a big difference.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, that's the news. Oh no, one last. Sorry, we had a gameplay trailer for Stray come out.
Okay. Yeah.
Which I actually I remember us seeing it like, what is this, like a cat in a robot world? But I don't know if you watched the trailer, the gameplay.
I watched it originally when it got revealed at the PS5 event, but I never watched this new one. Is there a new one? There's a new trailer?
Yeah, new one. Yeah, come out.
Okay.
I think I saw it on Friday. So it shows a bit of the gameplay, and it just looks just like a really unique, original puzzle game. So obviously you're playing as a cat.
Is that what it is? A puzzle game?
Yeah, so you play as a cat, and you meet this little droid called B12, and I think he there's like you've got like a machine strapped to your back of the cat, and like you're solving puzzles, and just like finding out what this world's about, and and everything. And you've got like some enemies, like these little like rat monster things, and you have to dodge them, or like I think you can upgrade something so you can like kill them. But yeah, it's just playing as a cat in this weird robot world. It just looks really, really cool. So
they've got delayed, right? That was supposed to come out this year. It's coming out next year now.
Yeah, so early 2022 it said. So it didn't give it like a date or anything. But really. I went from not like when I first saw it to like meh to this actually does look.
Yeah, I'm just looking at a few pictures of it and stuff. I'm gonna click the video because mute sound will play, but it looks really cool. You're right. Yeah, no, it does look intriguing.
Yeah, no, it does.
I think it just depends on when this game comes out. Does it come out round about a game, like another game that I'm more interested in?
Yeah.
It might get forgotten a little bit, but it comes out in a period of time where it's a little bit quiet, which there's probably not going to be one next year, to be fair.
Yeah.
There's going to be like a week here and there where there's not a big game that gets released by the sounds of things, but
I can't remember who it's by. There we go, Stray. I can't remember who it's by, but it's I'm interested. I want to play. Yeah,
you got to buy it.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go in on it.
Yeah, even if it's £70.
Listen,
Yeah, you got to buy it day one on £70.
If it's the Annapurna Interactive is the studio. So
okay,
yeah, I actually it looks like a good game. You could say this game actually looks perfect.
Oh, that was bad, Brad. That was bad, mate.
Oh, it's, we had to say it. I just had to. So yeah, but
been logged out of Twitter. Why is that?
They hate you.
They just kicked me out. It's because I'm
cancelled.
Yeah, it's because I'm no longer in the north.
yeah. This southern Twitter, like, no, you moved up north, so you're not allowed.
Yeah, they just lost access now. Yeah,
not allowed, yeah. But that's the news. That's the news this week.
That is the news this week.
Shall I go in and talk about Metro Exodus?
Yeah, please do.
I know Ash has played it, so it'd have been good to get his point of view, but he's not here. So it's based on they're based on books by I'm gonna butcher this name, and we did have a download from Russia last month as well. So I'm sorry, I do apologize if you listen again. Dmitry Gluskovsky.
I think you nailed that.
He wrote the Metro novels, so that's what the game is based on. So I think you had Metro Last Light, and then they done like a remaster with Metro Redux, and then you had Metro Exodus, which come out. Oh no, there must have been 3 games. There was a Metro 2035, was it? I don't know. Anyway,
I think you're right. Yeah, there was another one. Yeah, they're right. There was. Yeah.
And then you had this one, So the others were I think that was very linear. I remember playing 2035 a little bit. The first one, I didn't really like it. I don't think that's why I didn't go on this one. But so it's a first-person shooter set in post-apocalyptic Russia, based on the novels.
Yeah.
And this one is kind of like it's kind of a little bit linear, but then there's big open world bits, which I'm enjoying. You just kind of have to get past the first level. Once you get past the first chapter, it opens up, and then you can kind of wander off. Do it. Also, what I've been doing is going around looking for suit upgrades and upgrading my weapons, because that's a big part of it. So you can, like the customization of the weapons is pretty cool. So you've got several weapons, like revolver, shotgun, like an AK-47, they call Kalash. But then you can put like different scopes on it, barrels. You can, like for the revolver, you can have like a 3-shot barrel or an 8-shot. The more you wander around and just kill enemies, just where you get like the upgrades that you haven't got, you just take them off their weapon.
Okay, yeah.
And even if you switch weapons in and out, so you can only hold 3 guns, and one of them is a special, so it's really only 2. So if you've got a shotgun, but then you have like an assault rifle and a pistol, the upgrades you've found, if you find a workbench, you can just put them back on and take that gun out.
Okay, you know what I mean? So a little bit RPG. There's like loot and
definitely
RPG,
RPG elements to it. You can take more of a stealth approach, or you can just go out shoot everyone. So I didn't realize at one point to get the good ending, there's you have to do one mission where you escape this certain bit unseen without killing anyone. I didn't know this. I murdered everyone. I murdered everyone. Even
I will probably do this time.
Even
despite you now telling me this,
they surrendered and got on their knees. I was putting a bullet in their head. I was like, no, no surrender. So, and then it wasn't until afterwards I was like, oh, you can't get the good ending, and you can't get one of the trophies without having these other 3 trophies. So I was like, well, I've ruined that. I've ruined
it.
But it's just
you have to do the save thing where you save and then go back and.
Yeah, well, the thing is, you have to do to get it. You can do a chapter select, but you have to get this other trophy, like the good end trophy. You have to do it in one run, so you have to do it from beginning to end.
Okay.
I probably wasn't going to get the platinum for it anyway, because there's a difficulty one. Got to do it in Ranger hardcore mode.
Oh yeah, no, that pass. Yeah.
So, but it's just such a good game. Like the combat in it, like it does. It takes you a little bit to get used to it at first, because the controls. And
what does it compare to? Can you name another franchise that I've played that it compares to, or other people have played?
Yeah, I suppose like the combat side of it. I'd say like a Fallout. Obviously, there's no VATs.
Okay.
So if you think of like the targeting and Fallout, is kind of along those lines. Maybe like Fallout 3.
Okay, yeah, no, I can see that.
But you get this rifle, and it's like a pneumatic.
See why you like it as well.
Yeah, it's like and it's post-apocalyptic as well. So it's like a pump action, not pump like a shotgun, but like you actually pump it. So it's pneumatic, so it's air-based. This air-based rifle, and it shoots these little ball bearings, and it makes this such a satisfying noise. So if you try and get a headshot, it kills them straight away. And it makes like a snap noise. I don't know. It's just really satisfying. You've got say you can upgrade your armor, so you can carry more ammo and upgrade your gas mask and that, because that's another thing. Like you're wandering around and you go to these irradiated areas, you have to put your gas mask on. It's pretty cool. And like if you're fighting in your gas mask, it gets damaged, and you like have to slap like a bit of tape over it, so you feel immersed in it. And it's like gasping for breath if you run out. You have to have filters. You have to make sure you've got filters at all times. As I say, there's different enemy types. So the enemies themselves, you've got humans, obviously not bandits. You've got these things called watchmen, and they're kind of like dogs, like werewolf dog things that run around. They're quite annoying. You've got these big rat things, just normal like zombie type.
So how open is it? Is it open like a Fallout?
So you go do the first bit when you're in Moscow. You leave Moscow, and then you get to this bit called Volga, and it's like you got a map, so you can check your map, and then there's like there's a bandit post, and you need your objectives over here. You do that one, and you go over to the other side of the map to do that one. So it's quite big. It's not like Fallout where it's the whole world's open. It opens up a particular area. So this Volga bit is open, and I think there's another open area a bit later on which I haven't got to yet. But it's just. So then that's what kind of appeals to me, because I was, instead of doing like the main, like I'm doing Fallout and Skyrim, instead of doing the main objectives, I'm going around killing people and just getting like resources, so you can like scavenge. You need to scavenge chemicals and like crafting items. And like I said, I think what I get, I got ammo pouches, throwing pouches, a metal detector, you can get a compass, you can get all this stuff to put on your suit to make it to make it better. So that's what I've been doing, and it just kind of that, and upgrading your weapons. I don't know, it just it ticks a box that like it scratches an itch. You're playing a game, you're like, this is what I enjoy. So that's what I've been doing.
That sounds cool. I'm going to jump in. Like I said, it's downloaded on my PlayStation, and I will certainly give a
it's definitely
for anybody that's not bought it yet, absolutely.
And like I say, it's got the PS5 upgrade as well. It's just
don't know if it's on Game Pass. I take it it's not on Game Pass.
It was
for people who've got Xbox only.
Yeah, I think it was. I'm not sure if it is now. I think that's how I actually played it. I think you played it on Game Pass. So,
maybe it's
you got this you've got these big crab monsters, and I would dare say they've got these things called demons. They're like Man-Bat, Man-Bat from Batman. They look like that. And you could just be like casually walking along, and one of them just comes out of nowhere and grabs you. It can be a bit. There's like a few jump scares. Like there's bits where you're in like a tunnel and you've only got your torch.
Sure.
And you've got these zombie things like just crawling out of the walls and everything. So
man, that sounds cool. No, I'm definitely going to check it out. It sounds great.
The one criticism I have is kind of like the English dub isn't great, but like not so much the dub. It's when you're like, there's like not a cutscene, but like when people are talking to you, they're all talking at once. So I have the subtitles on, but they're just overlapping, and I just don't know what they're saying because everyone is talking at the same time. The subtitles are going mad, and it's just like, right, come on, one at a time. I don't know what's, I mean?
Okay, that's a little bit strange. Yeah. All right.
That was a criticism.
So what? They're in Russian, then you got English subtitles.
No, I don't. I think you probably can have it in Russian, but I've got like the English dub thing on. But they're all like Russian voice actors. There's one person on your team who isn't Russian, but it's because he's set in Moscow. Like,
don't know why. I don't know. It's like some things like that where it makes it a little bit more authentic.
Yeah,
just have it in the native language and then have subtitles. Because I don't know. I don't know if I will. But even like playing Ghost of Tsushima again, it might be good just to replay a game, but just have it in like Japanese with it'd be like quite
immersion.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Like headset on, hearing that, and you just read it. But no. It's cool.
But for £8.50 in the sale, like I said, we both picked it up. Like I got it because you put it in a group chat, and I was like, oh yeah, I'll give that a go. Yeah, it's such a good game. There is a hack where you can get the I don't know if it still works. This was when it first came out, where you can get the Ranger Hardcore trophy without actually doing it. So it's kind of like
okay, yeah, I can see you.
I don't know if it still works though. But but it's such a good game. Yeah, definitely.
Platinum Hunt is on. I need to get Platinum. I feel like it's been a few months since I've got one, so I need to step on my game. But sounds like a great game. I'm going to jump in. Certainly probably won't Platinum this if it's got that difficulty trophy. Be like you, but
that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't played anything new this week. I've obviously played Avengers because 4 times XP this weekend because of the free to play weekend. Other than that, I've been playing Cyberpunk, still playing it, still doing the side missions, still doing the gigs, and I'm having a blast. He had one funny bug. I know everybody was talking about bugs last week. I had 2. One was annoying, which I had to look up and I fixed. And the other one was he was rendering cars but not on the ground, but in the sky. And they were just falling. Yeah, it was hilarious. I was just driving my car and this car just fell from the sky. And I was just like, oh, all right. I was just on. I just laughed. I just thought, I know. I just thought, it's funny. And I wasn't like, oh, got to turn this off now. And I just thought it was hilarious. Every now and again, you just get a car that pops from the sky and just falls. And it just lands perfectly and then just drives. It's just hilarious. And then I had another one where it was almost as if they had the intention to add like petrol, or not petrol, I guess they're all electric cars, but you to like charge your car because it just run out of power. It just slowed down and then it just wouldn't drive. And so I fast traveled to another place, recalled the car. I thought it might be just a bug. Yeah. Got into it, like radio's playing, it just won't drive. I was like, I want to drive my car. Like, why can't I drive it? It's really weird. And so I looked it up and it said there's some kind of weird bug with it. And you have to blow your car up and then order it again. You know, it costs you like 100 whatever money it is in their thing. Could have insurance, but it just worked. I don't know. There was just some weird thing. They just wouldn't drive. It just wouldn't move. So, but other than that, playing the missions, like I said, I just find it fun going in different ways. I've changed from my pistol that I had, that Johnny Silverhand's gun that spins and that. Although it's cool, I've found this other revolver that I've put a silencer on, and I've got so many like crit damage, and then I've had these like mods onto the gun that increases my crit chance if I'm like silent, like if I'm in stealth mode. So because I've got a silencer on it now, if I get a headshot, I know like the revolver said it only does like, I don't know, I think it says like 500 odd damage. It does like 50,000 like a headshot damage. So it just one shots everybody. So I just sneak around, bang, dead, bang, dead. So it's made every mission really easy because all I've got to do is sneak and hit headshots. And I've got this like implant where if I get caught, it could put slow motion on for like 10 seconds. So then it goes and it slows down. So I can just go bang, bang, bang. And it's like 20K, 30K, 40K. It's cool. I'm enjoying it.
It does sound cool. Like, all the different ways. I've said about it before, like all the different ways you can approach stuff. Like, like you say, stealth, and you've got the implants if you're playing a stealth character. And I do want to go back, but every time I think about going back and see more bugs, and like, I just
download it. Your version might be fine, like mine. Honestly, it's fine. It looks great. It's 4K, 60 frames. Like you can wait for the PS5 version, it might look slightly better, but because of all the problems with it, I just don't trust them that they're going to give us this absolute amazing package. It's playable, it looks great. The game is what it is. I don't think it's going to improve. Like I think Brad mentions about is the AI going to be more intelligent? Well, of course it's not. It's the game. Like, the game is what the game is. They're not going to improve any of that. It might look slightly close to what it looks like on the PC, but not much better. It's already got 4K 60 frames. You might look a little bit better with the lighting and stuff, but I don't think it's worth the wait for me, just because the games that, although a lot of games have been delayed, there's games that are coming out, like remakes like The Witcher, GTA, Far Cry, and some other games that are coming out in October and November this year. So, and obviously Horizon's not been confirmed yet. It might still be coming out this year. So, for the time being, because there's not much to play, it works fine on the PS5. Give it a go.
Yeah, maybe after Metro, I'll give it another download. But
download it. I'm intrigued to see if your game actually works and if you can actually play it, because obviously I'm not going to. I very doubt that you're going to play the whole way through. There's going to be no bugs. There will be bugs, but they won't be like great game-breaking bugs. Like it's like almost like a laughable thing, like the car loading in the sky. It's like, did break my game. It didn't stop me from playing. It was just hilarious. It was raining cars for like 10 minutes. It was just odd. It was kind of funny, but no, it's cool. Not a game, but I started watching Game of Thrones again from season 1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What a program that was. It's obviously a shame about the ending, but some of the best television. The first series is so good.
The last season of that series, it ruined the legacy of the program. Because like if you look at like The Wire or Breaking Bad, Sopranos, because it was strong all the way through, you can watch it again and again. But because Game of Thrones, all for me anyway, I watch it and I know how it's going to go towards the end, and you're like, just.
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I just enjoyed. I forgot how good season 1 is, and then I know what obviously was going to happen into season 2s, 3, 4, and those series are just so good. It's like up there with some of the best television ever. So I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's kind of funny because I was moving. I had loads of stuff in like my living room. So the only space I had, I was like, I'm going to take a little break, have some lunch. So I just laid in my bed, and I was like watching on my laptop, earphones in. I had my AirPods in because it had like surround sound now, like aerial sound, like AirPods. So I thought, all right, immersion, let's get into it. I had noise cancellation on, and I didn't realize I had an email from my the contractors that they're going to come and like fix something on my sink.
Oh, okay.
And it went into my junk mail, so I didn't realize anybody was coming. Apparently, this person was like knocking on my door, and they had like a key to my door. So I'm like watching Game of Thrones on my laptop, earphones in, and all of a sudden, this tall man just is standing in my. I'm not like you look up, you're like, surely I'm like hallucinating right now. There's not just some random person in my apartment. And no, like at that moment, like your heart's pumping. You're like, do I have to kill a man right now? Like you don't know what kind of person you are until you're in this situation. And I stood up. I was like, I kind of said, "What the fuck?" Like, that was my reaction. And I remember he was like, "Mate, I'm calm down. Like, I'm just here to fix your sink. Chill out." I was like, "All right, I'm kind of proud of my reaction." I think it's like crying. So
fight or flight. Yeah, you could have called up a ball like, "Don't hurt me, please, don't hurt me."
So you can't recreate those moments. You don't know who you are until those moments pop in. But
you don't know how you're going to react. Yeah.
Good job I didn't have a gun or something. I don't know why I would have done. Yeah.
Or katana. Good job you didn't have a katana.
Yeah. It was like throwing stuff. Yeah. So he's lucky I'm not a trained ninja.
Exactly.
So,
no, I might watch him one day again. But the way it ended is pretty bad.
Absolutely. But,
I've got a list in gaming, and seeing as you're the only one here, you're going to win it, I think. So.
All right. Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Do you want to go for it? Yeah.
See if I can get it in 2 or 3 predictions. Yeah, let's see. Go.
So released on PS4 and PC. Yes.
That's so obscure. Come on.
No, it's a battle royale game. Yeah.
Battle royale game that's just on PS4. I don't. And PC. I don't know.
1 to 60 players. It was released on the 1st of August 2020. So last year. It's kind of like a platform knockout game.
Oh, Fall Guys.
Fall Guys, yeah.
Christ, Jesus. Because I was thinking it can't be Fortnite, it can't be Apex Legends, it's not.
Fall Guys, yeah.
Well done. I know that all those games are on Xbox. That was just throwing me, the thing that he wasn't on Xbox. I was like, how did it not? Okay, yeah, cool.
I've got a point. I have to put it down. I'll find a pen. The pen.
There you go.
Well done. Yeah, look at that. Smashed it.
Your moustache came back then.
I know, it keeps popping in. I don't know what's the matter.
A recurring joke.
Yeah.
For our audio listeners are like, we have no idea what's going on over this video version, but yeah.
You're in the lead. 5.
Damn right.
There you go.
Damn right, I'm in the lead.
But that's all I've got this week, news-wise, what I've been playing-wise, and this day gaming-wise. So I think that's it.
That is it for this week. Yeah, it's been a good episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you stuck around this long, really, really do appreciate it. If you have, obviously help us out, help us grow the podcast by liking and subscribing. It really does help. I know, obviously, you hear that a lot, and it's probably a little bit of a pain for you. But there's a reason why. We're at the mercy of YouTube and Google and all these social platforms, algorithms, and the only reason how we get exposure is through you liking and subscribing. So please do. It takes 2 seconds. We really, really do appreciate it.
And if you do it, if you listen to on Apple Podcasts, you can do like in-app, like 5-star.
Write us a nice review as well. You've got more time.
Good. And please follow us on our social medias as well. So we've got Instagram and Twitter are at PT Players Pod. Facebook is the Part-Time Players Podcast, and YouTube is Part-Time Players Pod as well. You'll find on our socials and YouTube, you'll find a link to Linktree, and that's where you can download all the audio podcasts from as well, and our socials, links to it, everything we do. There's links in the Linktree. There's some kind of Linktree or a link to somewhere you can find it. PD Players Pod, PD Players Podcast, wherever we are. Pretty easy to find. You can find our mugs in too many places, some people may say. Anyway, until next week. Catch you later. Bye-bye. Bye.